puck comes loose to Scarbosa. Goal line feed across, open there. Frank, he scores! The first of the season for Ethen Frank. It comes on the power play. 8:01 left in the first. The Bears in front. Scarbosa can't handle it. Prisky will. Tied up along the near boards. Pop to the middle. After it is Frank. He shoots and scores! Frank, backhand to forehand, and to the roof it goes. His second goal of the season. Both of them on the power play. A response from Hershey. 9:57 left in the first. We're tied at 1. Ethen Frank picks it up and snaps it high over the blocker of Kyle Kaiser. Can see why he's a 30-goal scorer in the American Hockey League as a rookie last season. Previously led the NCAA in goals. He's got an NHL caliber shot, and good work from him. That was a Bears looking for an insurance marker for Alex Limoges. Lead for Scarbosa, back to Limoges, backdoor, Frank shoots, he scores! Another power play goal for Ethen Frank. Limoges across and Frank up over the blocker. His second of the night, the Bears lead 3-1 in the third period. He's a goal scorer. We saw it last year, 30 last season. He's already got 3 under his belt. This is just game number 4. Good pass, Scarbosa, goal line. Limoges steps out to Frank. Kaiser got over, but blue line. Prisky's drive, knocked down Scarbosa, takes it behind the net, spark centers. Frank, he scores! Gorgeous pass, Scarbosa to Frank, and Wilkes-Barre gives up a goal in the first period early. It's Ethen Frank's 4th of the season. It's 1-0 Bears. Passed it to the far blue line. Limoges to Scarbosa. Here come the Bears. Frank on the right wing. On, and he scores! He powered it through Sparks. All set up by Hunter Shepard. Frank blows it by the goaltender, his second of the game, and credit Shepard, it's 2-0 Bears.
Turner changed and intercepted that puck.
Scarbosa on the left wing centers to Frank, and did that go or not? The red light's on, the puck beats Scark, the net had come off. The referee just throws his hands up in the air, but the Bears sure seem to think that that's a good goal for Ethen Frank.
Oh, here we go.
Point to center, yes,
Yep.
It's a good goal for Ethen.
Tries to shake free of Kubiak and Chalowski. Up to the right circle. And here's Scarbosa again as the Bears pressure. Scarbosa to the blue line. Iorio shoots and scores. That's just a heck of a shot. With 13:21 to go in the second, the Bears take a 2-0 lead. Ethen Frank's the first one to the bench. I'm not sure if he touched it or not. Looked like Iorio just put it top right corner from the blue line up and over the left shoulder.
Down, sliding to his right, couldn't hold it. And the corner of the Bears sorted out. Scarbosa to Prisky, far side Frank again, he scores! Ethen Frank roofs it. His 5th power play goal of the year, and the power play connects. A big strike early for her. That'll do it for the man advantage. Center has returned to the playing surface. Hershey 2 for 2 on the Bouquet Mulligan DeMayo penalty kill. Pass to McAllister, away from him, knocked ahead, break for the Bears. Scarbosa down the right wing, into Charlotte territory, across to Frank, he scores! Mike Scarbosa to Ethen Frank, and that was a rocket! From the left circle, he roofs it, and Hershey has a 2-1 lead. Mike Scarbosa has the vision, a gorgeous pass to Ethen Frank, and he's got his 9th of the season, one off the team lead. Charlotte to center, Volskaya to the Bears end. Gloved and dropped by Iorio, gets it as far as the red line, takes it back a second time ahead to Frank. Step down the right wing, but out of his reach, Frank gets it back, shoots and scores! Ethen Frank, short side, his 10th of the season and 2nd in the period. Frank with a twisted wrister, it's 3-1 Bears. The puck was just a bit ahead of him, but he tapped it forward and got a good angle of the net. And Weber put his head down immediately. Ooh, he should have had that one. Don't get me wrong, it was a great shot. Clear to the middle, Scarbosa looking to tap it out to center. Frank for the hat trick. Frank will take it himself, and he scores! Ethen Frank with the hat trick into the empty net. 2:03 left in the third. Hershey's going to come to Charlotte and get the sweep in the Queen City. Throw your hat at your radio. Ethen Frank with 3. It's 5-2 Bears. Ethen Frank connects for Hershey. As he gets it at center, he looked to his teammate and said, "Should I pass it to you?" They said, "Take their own zone."
Yeah, that one-timer by Hershey there.
Frank gets away from the defense, brings it in, and scores! Oh, what a nifty little move by Ethen Frank. He breaks away, chips it up and in. He's got 12 on the year, and it's 2-0 Hershey.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say something about Hershey's one-timer there. That thing had a lot of velocity on it.
Gorgeous move by Ethen Frank, who connects for his 7th power play goal of the year, and he got around the defenseman Coolmans. And 5-on-5 hockey to start the second period. The Bears moving left to right. We're underway in the middle frame here, the Mass Mutual Center. Bears have outscored opponents 32-20 in the middle frame. The giveaway's a wrinkle. Frank scores! Oh boy, 11 seconds into the second. A misplay off the backboards, and it comes to Ethen Frank in the right circle, his 13th of the season, and the Bears pick up right where they left off. It's 3-0 Hershey. How about that for a start? Jarenko went back to play the puck, and the endpoints, we talked about how lively they are. We'll get a second look at it, and turned into chaos. Get it forward. He's been all over the ice in this one. Scarbosa, left wing. Snively in front for Frank. He scores!
Oh,
Snively to Frank. He tips it in. Hershey finally breaks through here in the second. Ethen Frank with the goal. His 14th of the season. 2-0 Hershey.
You know, that whole play was set up by Aaron Ness in the neutral zone. He was trying to get off on a change, and then the puck came to him in the neutral zone. Beautiful goal all the way around.
Maintaining possession, 25 on the 5-on-3. Snively across to Scarbosa. Feeds it down low, backhander, they score! Ethen Frank gets the puck and connects on the backhand in tight. Lundqvist arguing the net was off, but it's Hershey that strikes first. Ethen Frank, 17th of the season, 1-0 Bear. Subban will look up ice, it's cleared in, tipped behind the net. Shepard playing up the left wing. Subban handed off, empty net ahead. Bears to center, Frank to seal for the empty net. Yes, sir!
Now Hunter Shepard will get an assist.
Yes, sir, he will. He played that puck ahead. It goes to Frank. They'll point back to Shep. That's his. And Hershey makes it 3-1 with a buck 49 to go.
Races after it. Ness going to beat him to it. 33-year-old defenseman will pitch it back to the neutral zone. Frank scoops it up. Ethen Frank pulls the trigger, goes bar down. What a shot that was. The lethal release of Ethen Frank ties us up with 13:35 left to go in the first period. 1-1 on Frank's 19th goal of the year. Goes to Andonovski again. Whiffs on his pass to the point. Taken in stride now by Frank. 3-on-2 rush. Andonovski back checking to try and even up the numbers. Frank in the high slot. Shoots it top corner and scores. Ethen Frank with his second goal of the game. Now 20 on the season. 3-2 Hershey with 8:31 left to play in regulation.
Scarbosa the top unit on the draw. They will win it. They go to work looking for a tie goal down 1-0. Snively from the right circle, deflection, score! Ethen Frank in front, pushes it past the pad of Sandstrom. It took all of 7 seconds on the power play. Frank's 21st ties the game at 1. Great setup to Ethen Frank, who is essentially behind the pad of Sandstrom, and just put it up and in on a great deception play off a face-off win offensively. And the Bears have had some quick strikes on the power play. It all starts with a Scarbosa draw win. Dubé up the left board. Scarbosa's quick pass. Snively takes the shot. 3% 8th in the league. They go to work right side. Vecchione in front, comes to Frank. Shoots and scores! Power play goal for Ethen Frank. A strike, 1 minute and 19 seconds in. His first goal since returning from injury. Frank's back, it's 1-0 Hershey. Vecchione slow down, that puck not sliding very well on the ice late in the period. Iorio up the middle, Vecchione sidesteps the hit, walks it in. Left wing to Snively, escapes to Frank, he shoots and scores! Another passing play to perfection to Ethen Frank. 23rd goal of the season. Gorgeous entry, great control. Frank rips it up and in, and the Bears have a 2-goal lead. with 1:16 left in the first. Vecchione, right down Broadway, brings it over the blue line. His pass wasn't necessarily tape to tape. Late, hits it back from Vecchione. Eric Dubé with a goal yesterday. Interchanging, going to the net front. They lead for Frankie. Fires and scores! 5-on-3 power play goal. Ethen Frank. Goals in 3 straight. A dozen goals on the power play this season. Hershey's made it 2-0. In a position and let it rip. Ethen Frank smashes that puck into the net, and Frank's got 24 on the season. And the Bears have a 2-0 lead and still a power play for 141. That's critical. Down into Hershey territory. No icing as you hear the linesman shouting. Logan Day will break to center. 3-on-2 for Hershey over the red line. Vecchione, left wing to Dubé. As Frank in the slot sweeps it to the goal. Comes loose to Frank. He scores! First shot of the game, and Ethen Frank connects. Over 30 family and friends in attendance. They are on their feet. Ethen Frank's 26 has Hershey ahead. It's 1-0 Bears. A broken play on a 3-on-2. Dubé tried to get it to the net front in Carolina of the ECHL. Hunter Shepard recalled to Washington. Frank escapes with a pass down the right wing, cuts to the backhand, and scores! One-man show for Ethen Frank. Wins the race down the right wing, slides in and connects his second of the game. He's tied Dubé for the team lead, his 27th of the year. 3-1 Bears. Lucas Johansson and Aaron Ness with the helpers. Frank got Wallstead to open the legs. Slides up there too. Frank from the right wing for the hat trick. A right pass saved by Wallstead on the shot that knocked away. No stick for O'Rourke. Got it picked back up by Frank, who wheels it to the point. Gets it back from Vecchione. Shoots and scores! Throw your hat for Ethen Frank. His 3rd hat trick in his AHL career. 5:44 left in the second. Have yourself a night. Welcome back to the Midwest, Ethen Frank. It's 5-1 Bears. Paul as Day set it all up. Frank left side, he whistles and scores! Ethen Frank, his 29th of the season, overpowers Peterson. A power play goal, they make him pay. 2-0 Hershey. Regular season, 6 goals in his last 6 games, but the Bears break out to center. Frank down the right wing, darting in on a breakaway, the backhand, he scores! Ethen Frank on the backhand, he roofs it! The Bears off and running. The Giants center on their feet. It's 1-0 Hershey. Bears regain control and a good dump it. Snively side of that, chips it to the goal, loose in front, Frank scores! Ethen Frank's got 2. Snively and the Bears set it up down low, and Frank chips it in. He doubles Hershey's lead. It's 2-0 Bears.
Himself, and the Phantoms are kind of hemmed in a little bit on the PK. Furry and Gardner hoping there's a pass they can get a piece of. Line drive across. Frank dangles and scores. Up. Ethen Frank on the back door. Pulled it on a string right around Ronnie Adard, and he beat Cal Peterson on the glove.
Right wing Snively. Center point LaPierre. Left side Frank. One-timer. He scores! A bomb from Ethen Frank. It's a power play goal from the left circle. He blasts it up and in. It's 2-0 Hershey.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking they better get a move on here. They get it in zone, get set up, and what a great play. Right side back to the point to LaPierre, puts it on a tee for Ethen Frank, and he picked the top right corner. That thing had flames coming.
Johansson ahead to LaPierre on the left wing. Pulls up along the boards. Hendricks LaPierre gets the puck to Johansson. Frank down low, he scores! Oh. A little bouncer into the net that finds its way through. Ethen Frank will take it. He's got his 5th for the playoffs, and Hershey has a 3-0 lead in the 3rd.
Coming down, to end the regular season, I think that's something that Hershey can really build on. Is, that's part of what Todd Nelson talked about is creating a 5-man unit.
Here's Frank down the left wing, a break in on goal, he scores! Ethen Frank, goals in 4 straight. He snaps it home in game 1. Hershey goes up 1-0.
Just a very similar play to that Garrett Rowe. He's able to get his feet moving early on, right up by that blue line on a stretch pass. And, you know, you give Ethen Frank that much time and space, you know, to really pick his spot. That's an unbelievable shot there.
He's hurt. LaPierre down the left wing, centers Frank in front. He scores! Ethen Frank, yes sir! He tips it to the top corner. Frank stays hot, and Hershey has a 2-1 lead. LaPierre looking for a lane. The Monsters very passive on their penalty kill. Snively to LaPierre to Frank left side. He shoots and scores! Frank powers it through. His 8th goal of the playoffs. He beats Greaves, and Hershey takes a 2-0 lead.
What a shot by Ethen Frank, and you know, and even a better pass by Hendricks Lapierre through the seam there. You know, we talked about how passive they are. You know, Cleveland ends up eyeing up and having both forwards in an I formation, and that gives
a one-timer from the right circle. Lapierre's there now. They go to Frank. Full line feed, Mike Vecchiotti with a motion front. Snively to Frank. He'll shoot and score! Ethen Frank does it again! A power play goal up and over the glove. Goals in 7 straight. He's tied the game at 1. Since 2009. Day behind the net. Hit. He lost the puck. Hayden tries to center. And Logan Day behind the goal. Lost it again. LaPierre, luckily, is back there to rush it forward. Long tied from behind. Gets the puck. Right wing. Frank with speed. Shoots. And scores! It leaks through Drieger. Ethen Frank. And the Bears grab a 1-0